Let's do this instead. Like, I just don't think we're all understanding that he can't leave. Cog can move through a cell occupied by enemies smaller than him. Yeah. Okay. Another talent. Damage dealt to warriors' armor is reduced by half. Let's do that. Okay. Let's do stunning. Durability. All adjacent enemies. Yeah. Okay, and then anti-armor specialist. Yep. Wait, no. I want both of these. We'll do this one first, though. Let's do... Yes. Okay. Now. Smash! Pummel. Yeah? And then, what is this? Accurate. A hit chance increased by... Well... You know what? So that's got... What if we instead did, Okay, so that can't be put there anyways. And this one can't take those. This one... So is that the only one that can take the pummel? Okay, so that's fine. So then this one... He doesn't really ever use it, but let's just put that in there for now. By the way, I did go ahead and upgrade some people, like abilities, and I went through weapons and stuff before I started recording today. So, if you're curious. Blood trail. Like why I didn't, like you haven't seen anything. It happened, I promise. Military issue boots. Prince detected. This way? What is this?
Adequate.
Belongings have not been floating in the water long. Some items are not even soaking wet yet. But more importantly, they have not been scavenged.
If I
No
sell
sense
it,
in delay.
like the rich for a year.
Okay. So we've got... Like, it's so crazy, though. If you want to see the other side of this, like what Maris Boredom would look like if you came here on time, as Dad told you to.
God, Emperor, forgive me.
Then...
All that was... It's all gone.
Either check out the oh, we need a rope, right?
Family.
Check out the alpha. God, it's so like I'm not used to the voice acting. Like it's real. Like I love it, but at the same time, it's like I gotta get used to it. I didn't know. Oh my God! So if you remember, in alpha, this is a step up. So is she gonna yell at us now for being late?
One.
The bro. Bro. Oh, thank God.
Ignition unit is registering an approaching layperson. High probability of ensuing communication. What is the reason for your query, layperson?
Who are you?
This cognition unit carries the designation Isolus M88. He is part of the Lathe World Fleet's contingent stationed at the Expeditionary Corps in the Maris Bortum Sectorus. This unit executes regulated issuing of equipment from the Adeptus Mechanicus repositories, on condition of adequate access level.
Can I see your equipment? Yeah. What do you mean, though? What do you mean there's no... Like, I don't understand why there are no medkits anywhere. That's what I'm... Confusion. Remember, this is where, if you... Lord God, Emperor, help. If you watched... my alpha and you saw me walk around like an idiot for like 100 years. I'm so sorry. I am like legitimately so sorry. I had no idea. I had no idea that's why we have all this, by the way, that he was here. None. I had no idea the different vendors were here. So now we know. And I have blessed be those who believe in the God Emperor. So now that's now we just have plenty. We have too many melta charges at this point for beta, and that's okay. Cog, are you trying to stand? Are we all standing inside of each other right now?
Reconnoitering.
Okay, good. That was awkward. Force access. Tech use. Did we do it? Tech use. What I got? Wait, where'd she go? Oh, she's right there. But now we can get in here and go over and around this way, which is something I wanted to make sure. I didn't realize you could open that.
success.
Sister Septimus banner. It commemorates an obscure saint, Order of the Rose. An obscure saint of the Order of the Sacred Rose who devoted her life to service.
Leander de Taral's acolyte. I remember you.
I know her voice, and I'm just not sure where I know her voice from, but it's so... Oh, I think she's in Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. That's where I think I've heard this VA before, but this is... I'm so happy right now. Look at this portrait. Look at... And then the voice, the voice matches the portrait once again.
Rarely does one meet acolytes who bear the burden of their duty with such zeal. Continue to be steadfast in your undertakings, and you shall learn the grace of serving the God Emperor.
Lord Inquisitor Zerbay sent me to assist you, yet I know nothing of your objectives.
I thank the God Emperor for this. Corruption cannot disturb an empty mind. For now, you need only know what I tell you. First, Inquisitor Millicentilia has lost the greater part of her servants in this Hab zone. This has slowed our investigations, and, consequently, our joint work. Find out what happened to them as soon as you can. Otherwise, Inquisitor Millicentilia will be forced to spend time she should be devoting to saving Calixis. Second, my servant Dirkus was to make contact with the local preacher Ursimus. His orders were to question Ursimus and bring me the particulars I require. Dirkus has the gall not to present himself before me. You must descend into the bowels of this rotten place, learn where Dirkus is now, and bring him to me. You will recognize my servant by the robes of the ecclesiarchy, black hair cropped short, and the implant plate set into his forehead.
Do we think we'll be able to keep him alive this time? Because I have absolutely no idea if we'll be able to keep him alive. But the way she says Dirkus's name, just so he was supposed to be here and he's not. The attitude, 10 out of 10.
If I may, according to the hierarchies of the Imperium, you are not entitled to issue us commands. As acolytes of the Inquisition, our authority supersedes yours. Thus, we can issue you commands. Not to mention that...
Effie's voice is so good. I'm just so happy. And now she's telling the sister what's what.
The Lord Inquisitor has transferred all of you to serve under my command for the duration of this mission. Therefore, at present, you are to follow my orders. What happens afterward, only the God Emperor knows.
Are you suggesting we search the whole Hab zone to find Dirkus?
To avoid fruitless searching, go to Confessor Ursimus, head of the Flock of Repentance. He dwells in the so-called Upper Town. You will find him at the very top. The workers' devotional service should be drawing to a close, so you may pass through the gates freely. Say that I sent you, and he will reveal every secret. Given the circumstances, Dirkus may have perished in the last tidal surge. If so, I require his body. My servant was meant to keep records of his activities.
Okay. And then do you work alongside Inquisitor Millicentilia?
Inquisitor Millicentilia is conducting her own investigation here. Her efforts are, without doubt, directed at supporting the Tyrantine Cabal. Yet, upon learning of my arrival, she did not see fit to join my righteous mission. Our talks about working together have stalled, and she now avoids my company.
I can't imagine why. Her frosty tone leaves no uncertainty. Despite her attempt to make light of the situation, there is no love lost between the Sister of Battle and the Inquisitor.
Given Inquisitor Millicentilia's dire circumstances, it is all the more surprising that her agent, Rufinus Scragg, is probing the Marisportum Sectorus on some mission. I must know what he is trying to sniff out. My people have lost track of him, therefore I entrust this task to you. According to the report, the agent bears an old burn covering half of his face, and an augmentation on the lower part of his left leg, below the knee. These distinguishing features will guide you in your search.
So, you want me to spy on the agent of another Inquisitor?
Yes. I want to be kept informed of developments, and Mistress Millicentilia is slow to share intelligence. My people are needed here, but you are a different matter.
You are expendable, Clara, is what she's trying to say. So Scragg's whereabouts are unknown?
He who is charged with watching the agent failed in his duty, and now pays the price for that negligence. This, however, was merely a temporary lapse.
I can only imagine how they are paying the price for this temporary lapse. Fine, I'll do what I can.
It is heartening to see that you grasp the significance of this mission.
Yes, well, I don't want to anger you before I have to anger you when I bring the Eldari to camp. I'll find the preacher.
I am not finished yet.
Oh, good.
Since the last tidal surge, people have been disappearing from these parts. Most of the missing were certainly swallowed by the raging flood, yet others vanished afterward. People continue to go missing. On some nights, as many as 50 can be unaccounted for. Among other tasks, you must discover what became of those unfortunates and who is responsible for their disappearance. That is all for now. Go and see to it.
Thank you. All right. She's lovely, okay? She's got, like, the voice acting was 100%. It is 100% on point for her. Like, I don't think that any other voice acting would really and truly, like, fit her better than this. So we've got Rufinius, we've got Agent's Mission, and then, so it's two at the same time, but I think they end up overlapping in the end. So we are looking for Derkis, we are looking for the missing people. Interesting that there was once again...
I have business with you.
You even have voice acting too?
You are the servant of the Tyrantine Cabal, if I
Yeah.
am not mistaken. I am pleased to welcome you. Your name has been on everyone's lips at the Bastion lately.
A woman in a plain robe stands in your path. Beneath her hood, the lenses of an old eye augmentation emit an unpleasant buzzing whir.
Assisting the Sister of Battle is doubtless a good deed, but still, an acolyte ought to work with proper Inquisitors. Do you not agree? My patron, Mistress Millicentilia, is right now inspecting the excavation outside this little settlement. A courtesy visit would be, at the very least, prudent on your part. I can escort you to her. Immediately.
What exactly did you say the excavation is? What is happening in Maris Boredom?
Forgive me, but that information is classified, and I am under orders not to disclose it. Inquisitor Millicentilia will tell you all you need to know.
Have you been watching me?
No, not at all. I have been keeping watch on the situation in the settlement. Lately, Maris Portum has been far from peaceful. Then, by luck, I saw a familiar face. Your face.
Test failed. Okay, let's go.
Very well. It is not a long walk, but watch your step. The local water is full of toxic chemicals.
And we have no shoes. That is all. This cutscene. I hope we all enjoyed as much as I did the first time.
My patience is grown thin, old man. We can proceed to the next stage of interrogation, though you will find it even less to your liking.
Yep.
Have you remembered anything?
Looming over the Recologer curled up on the ground, the Inquisitor asks for what does not seem like the first time. Portrait! It's gorgeous! It's so good. Both Inquisitors we've met, 10 out of 10 portraits.
We have guests, Inquisitor.
One of the two men watching the torture clears his throat.
Mistress Millicentilia. I saw her at Sister Septima's camp and thought it best to bring her to you immediately. I give the Bastion's envoy over to you. By your leave, I must return to my post.
Anton Zerb's newest protege. I thought you'd make an appearance sooner or later.
Inquisitor Millis Antilia turns to you, wipes the blood off her blade, and slides it into the sheath attached to her belt.
Spess, I've not seen you in some time. It is a pity that you've decided to use your talents in the service of another Inquisitor.
Epione gives the Inquisitor a reserved nod, but does not say a word. I'm here to provide assistance to your mission.
Is that so? I did not request any assistance from the Cabal. Since you are here, that means you were sent by Lord Inquisitor Zer. Only he knows about the mission.
Yes, well, he thinks you're taking too long.
Gareth, see to the witness's wounds. He is not permitted to die before the end of the interrogation. Dariel, I'll be waiting for a report on our progress. As for you, your arrival is the best evidence that the Lord Inquisitor is losing patience. Isn't that correct?
It is. It is. Dad is very much done at this point. The Lord Inquisitor wishes to know the reason for the prolonged stay in Marisportum and is offering his assistance.
My expedition team has gone missing from the excavation site. Workers, disciples of the machine cult, and guards. It started with the first seaquake that hit this hab zone. The workers complained of fatigue and ceaseless nightmares. This is not a local incident. People all over the Marisportum Sectoris are suffering from similar symptoms. Many of them have likewise disappeared without a trace. More and more are going missing every day. Reports have shown that these disappearances are systematic, so we can rule out natural population decline.
Interesting that they're systematic.
We must learn why people in the Hab Zone are disappearing, and you will begin your investigations right here in my camp. Even an amateur could see there are signs of looting. It might have been more than one group. Was it several? Find out. Reconstruct the events that took place at the camp. I graciously give you my permission to use the sacred mechanisms bestowed upon the Ordo Xenos by members of the Cult Mechanicus.
The Inquisitor gestures to several bulky cogita cases. One of them bears an inscription in calligraphic writing under the Abundance of Purity seal. It reads Hollow Invoker.
And do not forget to interrogate the witness. The old man knows something, but it seems my methods have caused him to lose the last of his memory. I do not have time to coax the answers out of him, so you will deal with it instead. When you are done, report everything you have learned. Any questions?
I've never heard of a Hollow Invoker.
That is unsurprising. This is a rare piece of archaeotech that even I had to go to great lengths to obtain. The spirits of such machines have the ability to briefly project hololithic images based on the archived data, be it picts, cogita records, or tactical diagrams.
What have you been searching for?
Do your job, Acolyte.
You said my task is to learn why people are disappearing. Would it be better to focus our efforts on finding workers?
It is true that rescuing rabble is not my responsibility. However, I cannot ignore the fact that there is some connection between the timeframes of these disappearances, both of my people and the locals. There is also the mysterious circumstances of these disappearances, and the spread of nightmares in the Hab Zone. As for what that connection is, that is for you to find out. Try not to announce to all of Marisportum that the Inquisition is operating here. Though even if you introduced yourself as the Lord Inquisitor, I doubt anyone in this place would believe you.
Wow, are you saying that I am not terrifying enough for that?
One of my specialists is already investigating the lower level of the excavation. Find out what he's been able to discover. Take this amulet. That way he'll know I sent you. I expect the two of you to work together on this. I need results.
You all know who that is, right? Like, you all know who that is. Okay. I'm gonna try to be patient, though, and not run downstairs right away. I'm gonna try to interrogate this bro first. The old man looks up at you, exhaustion written in his empty gaze. His dry fingers fiddle mindlessly with the edges of his blood-stained rags.
It's a rare fortune to see an acolyte of a dead Inquisitor not follow him to the grave on the Cabal's orders.
Okay, so somebody finally calling out the fact that he's dead-ish like that.
Numerous signs of bruising, superficial damage to the surface layers of the skin. apparent loss of integrity in some of the smaller bones. The procedure was performed with sufficient expertise to ensure that the witness would not expire, yet retain the ability to feel pain. Still, I would recommend refraining from further application of violence, given the subject's age.
I like the way she said the subject's age, like that. The way that was done was perfect. Tell me everything you know. You'll live. The old man nods with visible effort. Tell me what you've already told the Inquisitor, and don't even think of hiding.
Yes, mistress. I used to scoop grease off your food vats here. Traded it for rations at the market. First time that great machine of yours went all quiet, I waited a little and came to see what this place was about. I saw intruders here with weapons, so I hid in one of them vats and they didn't spot me. That's where I've been hiding every time since, but now you've found me after all.
He jerks his shoulder in the direction of the acolytes. Describe the intruders.
About a dozen of them there was. They had guns, scary folks. Could have been bandits or such like. I didn't get a good look at them. But they weren't here for the food vats, that's for sure.
How do you know about what do you know about the nightmares?
Oh, I know about the sleep sickness. When the sea started shaking, that's when the nightmares came. Everyone came down with it. Those flock of repentance folks say it's the God Emperor warning us, telling us to repent. But I don't know about any of that, mistress. I just want to get by.
Nah, and I don't blame you. Tell me about the flock.
Believers from his congregation, mistress. They've lost their way, though. They've all forgotten St. Sibelius's name. And now they say everyone should cleanse themselves through pain. They say that's how we can serve the God Emperor and save ourselves from the nightmares. They have a leader. Fancy old name. I forget what it was. But I did see their marks around the camp. Written in blood, they were.
Have you noticed anything suspicious in Maris Boredom?
I have, mistress, I have. There's those divers living by the shore. Madmen all, I tell you. One day there I was walking along the shore, seeing what the sea might have brought. I look over and it's them divers, chanting something, or maybe it was witchcraft, I couldn't tell. And then they started dumping corpses in the water. I took off running. It was horrible.
Corpses in the water. That's very sanitary, by the way.
I heard those apostates worship some sea creature like it's a saint. It's why they butcher people to offer them to the beast. I haven't seen it myself, mistress, but it's what people say.
Is that everything? Don't forget, the more you tell me, the better your chances of living.
The Baron.
Baron?
The Baron's orders were that no one was to come near this place. But those armed intruders, they looked like his lot.
They looked like his lot. You're free to go. Grunting and teetering, the Recolager stands up from his knees and takes a step back, trying to regain his balance. Gareth catches the other acolyte's eye and nods towards the old man.
Oh, Saint Sibelius. Thank you, mistress. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Limping and clutching a bleeding wound, the old man backs towards the elevator, still muttering expressions of gratitude. Yeah, you two aren't sus or anything like that. No healing kits. It is immediately apparent this cogitator has been maintained well. The machine spirit responds to your request eagerly. The vid screen lights up with the words authorization successful. Access level acolyte. High engine series report. After a brief pause, the vid screen shows the words data unavailable. Data deleted. The machine emits a quiet hum before displaying a message that reads invalid inquiry. Weird, right? Okay. So now, was there... Right, because you can jump now across stuff. That's still cool, but weird. Part of an ancient structure is buried under the rubble. This ruin was of no interest to the expedition, which is still weird. All right. What do I got? Now, divers kill the expedition members for ritual purposes. Because we kind of already know what happens, we can definitely skip over some of the harder
Keeping
to
my eyes open.
parse in part. But at the same time, though, I'm kind of curious if I'll have more questions this time around now because I kind of know what's going to happen. Like, granted, it was a few months ago, and we were different people then. I just remember the end of this having some of the coolest boss fight shit ever. In general. Cutscene in a minute. Cutscene in a minute. I can't wait. This is it. This is it. Buckle in, boys.